Hello everyone and welcome to our Learning Hub webinar. I am Kunalan and I am excited to be your host for today's session. Today we have our expert trainer Mr. Ketan and he will be sharing a very interesting topic about Microsoft Excel techniques of data cleansing. During the session you may ask the question in the chat box below. Mr. Ketan will answer the question at the end of the session. Without waiting any longer, I hand over the floor to Mr. Ketan. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, so if you can hear me clearly, can you please type number 3 in the chat box? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. So if you can hear me clearly, can you please type number 3 in the chat box? Okay, hi, Mackenzie, Shatira, Indina, Farah, Akid, yep, Inje, Shanti, Ishantini. All right, we have Ismail. Who else is in the chat? Okay, Cairo, Farisha, me. Okay. All right. So just now, I think I have seen a message, okay, from Excel Academy. So saying that please rename your profile to your register name. Okay, this is for attendance recording purpose, right? Okay, thank you very much for responding. All right, so now we're going to start the programs of the 1 hour learning very soon, right now. Okay. Once again, okay, this is a class about techniques of data cleansing in Microsoft Excel. Right, so my name is Keith Tan. Right, once again, to introduce myself, okay, I myself is an Excel enthusiast, right? I'm also a corporate sales trainer for now, and firstly, I was an IT lecturers and trainers, so focusing on Microsoft Office and also web design. All right, so before we start the session, right, so I would like to know who is actually working from home right now, right? Because now, if you're working from home, you can type number 1, right? Number 1, if you're working from home right now. If you're working from office, you can type number 2. Want to see whether you are at home comfortable or you're at office, right? Number 2 for office, number 1 at home. Okay, I just want to study what is the current trend, right, for the working adults. So I can see mostly, I would say all of you are working from office. Only Mawada is working from home. Okay, thank you so much, okay, for taking your time here, okay, to be with us, okay, for this 1 hour. Right. Yes, thank you so much for your responses. Okay, many of you are working from office. Okay, thank you so much for taking your time. Okay, so before we start the session, I would like to ask, right, from 1 to 10, right, how friend are you with Microsoft Excel? Like, are you friend with Excel or not? Okay, like, are you familiar with it? Okay, are you friend with it? Okay, maybe you can let me know in the chat box, okay, from 1, not so friend, until 10 is very friend. What do you think is your level, okay, from 1 to 10? Okay, just 1, Radian is 1. 5, negative. Negative meaning to say you don't have the Excel Excel application in your laptop. Oh, 8. Okay, we have 8, 6. Okay, we have 1 negative. 5. Okay, 3. Okay, meaning to say that, okay, maybe you are using Excel but not so frequent, okay, for those who are with 3 to 5, right? Okay, no worries, because I just want to gauge, okay? I just want to gauge how familiar are you with Excel. Right, 5, SPM graduates. Okay, great. I've never attempted, but never attempted to use. All right. Good job that you are in this class right now. Okay, no worries on that. Okay, so okay, by gauging how familiar are you with Excel, then I can know what is your expectation and how I can go with the pace, right? Thank you so much for responses. Okay, so my question for you, right? This is actually a table from Excel. Okay, so I want to know, what do you think about this data? How does it look, okay, for you? Right, what do you think about it? What is your first impression when you look at this data in Excel? Not tidy, right? Very messy, difficult to read. Okay, very messy. And do you agree that, okay, actually most of the time, okay, if you receive data in Excel, most of the time you might not have a perfect clean data. Okay, meaning to say it might be unorganized like this. Okay, there's a lot of things that we need to clean in this data. Okay, so how do we actually do this? Okay, thank you so much for our sponsors. Okay, messy, right? Unorganized. Okay, not showing all the data. So this is not the data set that we want. So how do we go about it? Okay, so what do we need to do to make the data looks great? Okay, of course, is what we are going to learn today, which is about data cleaning or data cleansing. Okay, so data cleaning itself, right? It doesn't just make the data looks great. Okay, that is not the only purpose. What we want to do with data cleaning is also we want to make sure that the data, after it is clean, okay, it will give us the accuracy, consistency, completeness, efficiency, and also analysis quality. Right? So these are the importance why we need to clean the data. Not only look great, but also to make sure that you can use the data set at its best. Okay, so we are going to learn. Okay, we're going to learn this topic today. So because we only have about less than 1 hour, okay, so the topic we are going to learn today is quite limited, but these are the topics, right? From autofit, how to remove the blank spaces, how to format text, how to extract, combine, okay, split the text. Then on the right side, we have how to remove duplicate, okay, find and replace text, validate data, filling empty cells, and how to handle error. Okay, so I believe if you are familiar with Excel, maybe not 10, okay, maybe you are like 5, okay, you might have used some or if not all of the functions or formulas for it. Okay, formulas here. Right. So without further ado, okay, I would like to give you this workbook. Okay, so let me also give you the link, okay, to access to this workbook because you are going to download this workbook and then you are going to work together with me. All right, just let me share on my chat. Okay, so when you click on this link, it will bring you to a Google Drive. Okay, a Google Drive, or I think it's a Google Sheet. Okay, it's a Google Sheet, and then you need to download the Google Sheet. Okay, so I will now share the screen, okay, on what you were going to see. Okay, so on my screen, okay, it's exactly what you see, right? This is the Google Sheet where you have the topic learning data cleaning. Okay, you are not going to use this sheet because this is for download. Okay, so you are going to go to the top left, there's a file. Okay, you need to download this as a Microsoft Excel file. Okay, you need to click and download as Excel file. Okay, so if you already downloaded the Excel file, you can say okay in the chat box. Okay, then once we have enough number, then we'll proceed with the class. Okay, download it and then you're going to open it in your Microsoft Excel, right? If you have downloaded and opened in your Microsoft Excel, then you are going to say okay in the chat box. Okay, so no worries, we'll wait for you. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Okay, so while we're waiting for the others, right? So just let me tell you something interesting about Excel. So Excel actually have a lot of functions and formulas, right? Really, I believe that we couldn't remember everything. Okay, so in this class, okay, in this session, if you learn something new, okay, you'll be glad for you. If you learn something like, oh, I think I have learned this before, I think I'm familiar with this, great. Okay, just take as a revision, or you even want to like voice out your opinion. You want to like tell us what is the more efficient way of doing this or that, you're welcome. Okay. So again, okay, we have a lot of okay, done. Thank you so much. Right. So now you open in Excel. I'm also sharing you the my Excel as well. Okay, on the first on this Excel, we have two sheets. Okay, under the workbook, we have two sheets. One is the instructions. Okay, another one is the sales. Okay, one other is sales. Okay, so you might want to click on the sales tab. Okay, click on the sales tab, and this is exactly the data set you actually seen. Okay, you actually seen just now in my slides. Okay, that I asked you, how do you think about this data? Okay, so we are going to see what is the instruction, okay, what the instruction are telling us to do, right? So you can see that this data set, the main issue right now, I think, is what our participants just have mentioned, is that we cannot see all the data, right? Okay, and you can see also in January, February, and March, there's a lot of hashtag, okay? Why hashtag? Okay, why is the hashtag? Is because it couldn't show the data completely. Okay, that's why it shows you the hash. Okay, so normally what the Excel beginner will do, okay, to make sure that they can see everything. Okay, I'll just show you one step. Okay, what the Excel beginner will normally do is that they will actually drag. Okay, let's say to column A, they will drag. Okay, they'll drag. Then B, C, they'll drag. Okay, this is normally what the Excel beginner do. Okay, so I think if you know that, okay, we have a function called autofit. Right, so what is autofit? So autofit is when you go to the column A and column B, okay, when you hover your mouse between column A and column B, you can see this icon. Okay, this icon. All right, you can see this icon and you can double click. Okay, double click, double click. Okay, then you can see that it's going to auto fit. Okay, auto fit the cell, auto fit the column. Okay, so you might want to do it after I demonstrate. So if you auto fit one by one, no issues. Okay, because here we only have about not more than 20 columns. But what if you have a lot of columns, right? You have a lot of rows. You are not going to auto fit one by one. Okay, so what you're going to do is that you are going to highlight A to J. Okay, you're highlighting column A to J. All right, then you are going to just double click in between any column. Okay, then you can see that all the columns, they are showing the data already. So, but what about the rows, right? What about the rows? What about the salesperson? What about the row 2, 3, 4? You cannot see the data, right? Still the same thing. Okay, you are going to highlight row 1 to row 8. And then you are just going to, in between any row, okay, and then you can see the icon, right? Then just double click. Okay, then you will see a very nice fitting data already. Okay, so now I'll give you a bit of time. You can go and auto fit your columns and rows. If any questions, you can unmute yourself and you can ask me. Okay, I will repeat for you. Okay, done too.
Hello, Mr. Keith.
Yes, hi.
Sorry, I just got disconnected about 3 minutes ago. Can you, I just opened the file in Microsoft Excel format. Can you
Yeah,
start again? Sorry.
yeah, no problem. Okay, so we are only on the first step. Okay, on the first step. Okay, is this the original data you see?
Uh, the original data has two columns, number and instructions.
A number and instructions. Are you seeing the same thing like what I see on the screen right now?
No.
Okay. So are you here? Instruction?
Yes.
Okay, so can you go down to the tabs, right? Do you see instructions? Then
Mm-hmm.
beside instruction, there's a sales tab.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
here click on the sales. Yeah, now do you see the data?
Yes, I see it.
Oh, okay, so just now we were mentioning about the first step is to auto fit the columns and row, because now you can see the data is quite disorganized, right? So you want to make sure that you want to see everything. Okay, so let me repeat. So from you can highlight A to J, okay, which is the column that you want to fit everything. Okay, after you highlight A to J, then you can just go in between any column. Then you will see the icon change. Okay, you will see the icon change where there's two arrow left and right. Then you can just double click. Then you can see all the columns fit. Okay, same things go to the row. Okay, can go just between any row. Then when the icon change, there's an arrow up and down. Okay, then you double click. Then you will see that the columns and row is already fit, okay, nicely. Okay, that you can see everything nicely already. Okay, good.
I see. So I press right click, and then what do I click?
Which one?
When the two arrows appear,
Just
I
double click.
press right click, double click,
Just double click.
double click.
Okay, does it
I
work?
see. Okay. Yeah, it works.
Okay, good. All right. So the rest, if you cannot follow, just let me know. Okay, I have no issues to repeat. Okay, because here we are here to understand how things work, right? Right. So this is the first step. Okay, first step, we are done. Okay, step two, remove blank spaces for salesperson. Okay, so let me demonstrate first, then you can repeat after me, right? So salesperson, you can see, right? Okay, back to the sales tab. You can see salesperson, right? Their name is quite weird, okay, because there are a lot of spaces, right? Unwanted spaces. So how do you want to actually remove the spaces? Okay, Excel beginners, what they will do is that they will go to the cell, right? Then they'll just double click on the cell, let's say A2, right? A2, they'll just press backspace, okay, to delete the space. Okay, then in between there are many spaces, then they'll just press the backspace. Okay, this is how they fit, how they actually remove the unwanted spaces. But this is going to take a lot of time. Okay, if you have a lot of names that you want to remove the spaces, right? So we do want to do this. So instead of removing the spaces manually, okay, can we just go to column B? Okay, just click on the column B, because here I want you to right click and then insert. Okay, why I want to insert here? This is we're inserting an empty column. Okay, this empty column, okay, is for me to do something. Okay, for with the names. All right, so what are we going to do in these empty columns? Okay, how to remove blank space is to use a function called trim. Okay, to use function, again, we need to insert the enter, insert the equal sign. Okay, equal sign, then the function will be trim, T-R-I-M. Okay, trim. Okay, so trim meaning to say that then I want to trim. Which one I want to trim? Can you increase your sound or mic level? Okay, so very low sound. Okay, let me try. Is it better now? Okay, for the trim, can you hear me for the trim? Okay, please let me know again if you cannot hear me clearly. Okay, maybe you want to increase your speaker level as well. Can? Okay. All right, so now we have trim. So the function is trim, then in the function, they are asking for what we want to trim. Okay, for example, I want to trim A2. Okay, A2 is Paula Williams, right? So A2 is what I want to trim. So my function is as easy as this. Trim, open bracket, tell them what you want to trim. Okay, then you just click or press enter. Okay, then you can see that there's no unwanted space. Okay, how are you going to do the same, okay, for the rest of the name? Okay, that is what we are going to do something called flash fill. Okay, flash fill meaning to say that once you have done a formula and you want it to do the same for the rest of the rows, right? Then you can just go to B2, okay, bottom right, B2, then you can see a plus sign, okay, a plus sign. So this plus sign, you can just double click. You can just double click, then it will copy the function down to the rest of the rows. Okay, so can we do this? Okay, so I will let you do this first. Okay, we trim, then we copy down the formula for all the rows. Then you can see we do not have any unwanted space already. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so we have Mackenzie, so we've done, understood fully. Thank you so much. All right, thank you for letting me know that you are done. Great. Okay, so this is for step number 2, right? Number 2 is to remove the blank spaces for salesperson. Okay, step number 3 is to format the salesperson name to proper. So what does it mean? Okay, what does it mean to proper? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so now you can see the name, right? The name normally, okay, we start with the capital letter. Okay, then we continue with small letter, right? But these names is a mixture. Okay, it's a mixture of capital letter, small letter. Okay, so what are we going to do is that we want to make sure that the name looks something like this. Okay, let's say Paula William. Okay, hold on now. Sorry. Okay, let's say Paula's William. Okay, we want to look exactly like the B10. Okay, which we start with a P capital, then the rest is small letter, then space W is the capital letter, then the rest is small letter. Okay, so here we are going to do another function called proper. Okay, proper. Okay, how do we actually do proper? Okay, now you see what I do first, but you don't do first. So you just insert here, insert another one. So if I do equal to proper, okay, let's say I'll press B2. Okay, then you enter, then you can see the name change to Paula Williams. Okay, then if I flash fill it, I can see all the names are now in proper format. Okay, so this is what you can do with proper, right? If you do want to do proper, let's say you want to capitalize everything, okay, then you can use upper. Okay, upper, then you can see every word is capitalized. Okay, then someone out will ask, so what if I want everything to be small letter? No worries. Okay, we have another one called lower. Okay, then now you can see that everything is small letter already. Okay, just let me freeze it. Okay, small letter. Okay, so for now we want proper. Okay, we want proper. Okay, so this is the function. Okay, so if we do it very manually, okay, this is the way, then can we combine two functions, okay, in one cell? Okay, the answer is yes. Okay, because now we are doing two separate steps, right? Okay, what if I want to combine the function? No problem. Okay, let's say B2, right? Okay, just now B2, you have trim. Okay, let's say after you trim, you want to make sure that the format is proper. Then you can just do equal proper, open bracket, close bracket. Okay, so what does this function do is that after it trim, after remove the blank spaces, it will make sure that it format to proper. okay, which they can see the function clearly, right? Proper bracket trim A2. Then you can just press enter. Okay, now you can see that the name has already been formatted to proper and the spaces has already been removed. Okay, so I'll open this function for you to see, then you can do it yourself. Okay, so for column C, I am going to delete that because I already combined the function. Okay, so you can see this one first, you can do this one first. Okay, proper trim A2, then you flash fill it. Okay, so question from Edina. Does the sequence method can proper be done first? Can proper be done first? Can. Okay, can. So it's like what you want to do first. No worries. You can also do proper first, then only you trim it. No worries. Okay. Shatira, do we always need to insert bracket after the function to make it work? Yes, correct, Shatira. We need to always insert bracket because whenever you have function, right? Okay, after the function, you open the bracket, you need to tell the function which cell, okay, or which one the function should actually be implemented or executed. Okay, does it answer the question? Idina and Shatira. Okay, so I guess everyone is done. If you're not done, please let me know. Okay, done. Good, great. Okay, then I'm going to proceed. Okay, if you think I'm like too fast, right? I cannot follow, voice out. Okay, voice out. You can unmute, you can put the text.
Mr. Tan.
Yes, correct.
So
Yes.
the proper trim, we type in every row.
No need to type in. Once you are done, right? Let's say you do in B2, right? Okay, then you can just, okay, you can just go to the bottom right of B2. Then do you see the icon change to a black plus sign?
Yes.
Okay, here you can double click. Okay, once you double click, what do you see?
Wait. It doesn't show anything.
Okay, so you can go to B2.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah. I
yes.
press double click and then it corrects all the rows below.
Okay, great. That's why I call as the flash fill. Okay, that's how we
Uh-huh.
automate the flash fill. Okay, so guys, so we have two methods. Number one is that when you go to bottom right, there's a plus black sign, right? Either you double click or you can just drag it down. Okay, you drag it down or you double click. Okay, it works either way. All right, so here we already have the names, okay, the spaces removed, then the name is already in proper format. Okay, right now we do not want the names in column A anymore. Okay, we want the names in column B. So I want you to highlight these names, right? Then control C is where you copy. Okay, I want you to copy this back to column A. Okay, so if you do control C and control V, this is what happened, okay? You can see what I'm doing first. So I highlight control C, I go back to column A and I control V, you will have the reference error. Okay, because when you copy, okay, because when you copy a cell, right, it is also copying the formula inside. Okay, you're also copying the function and formula inside. So remember, if you want to copy, can copy first, okay, control C, or we just right click copy, then come back to A2, right click, okay, right click, then you can, when you do right click, right, there's a paste special, okay, paste special, okay, then there's a paste value. meaning to say you only want the value. You do want the formula, you do want the function. Okay, so this is of course something in the fundamental level. Okay, it's good. Okay, it's good to know if you do not know yet. Okay, so I believe for now, for column A, you should have the proper name, okay, without any extra spaces. After that, you can right click at column B and delete column B because you are not going to use column B anymore. Okay, so now we have a good format for the name. Okay, if you are at this stage, can you please type okay. All right. Okay, let's wait for a few more. All right, so now we're going back to the instructions here. Right, going back to the instructions here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, we are done. Okay, 1, 2, 3, we are done. So we are now going to step 4A. Okay, step 4A is to insert 4 new column after column C. Okay, column C is the staff code. Right, so now you want to insert 4 new column after column C. Okay, what you do is that you can highlight D, E, F, G. Okay, so 4 column highlighted. Okay, you can just right click and then just insert. Okay, so I will need this 4 column. Then you will say name column this initial, ES code, join year, new staff code. Okay, let's do it. Okay, this is initial, this is code, this is join year, and this new staff code. Okay, so I'll give you about 1 minute, okay, to insert 4 new column and then put the name in. All right. So guys, so we have 4 new columns. And what is this 4 new column about? Okay, is where I need to extract. Okay, I need to extract some text from the staff code. Right. So let's look at the instruction, right? Okay, column D initial, extract the first 2 character, okay, from column C. For the code, extract the 7 character in between, and from the join year, extract the last 2 character from column C. Okay, so now you see what I do first, then you can repeat after me. So for initial, okay, the staff code here for Paulo William is PW1456435-12. So the initial they want to get is the first 2 character, which is PW. Okay, so here we can use the left function. Okay, left function meaning to say you want to extract something from the left in a cell. Okay, left, then you are going to put in C2. Okay, C2 is where you want to extract something from. Okay, then you have to put in comma. Okay, whenever you use function, right? Okay, below the function, that is actually the guideline also. Okay, so C2, then the second one is the number of characters. So how many characters you want to extract? So the answer is 2 characters, okay, which is the PW. Okay, now you have the P Okay, so you do not need to manually type yourself, PW, then RC, then KD, then DJ. Okay, it's very, very time consuming. Okay, so once you are done, you can flash fill again. Okay, then you can see all the initial are here. Okay, so it's your turn. All right, for this left function. Can you repeat this again? Can we select cell without using mouse? Okay, let me answer Shatira first. Okay, Shatira, can we select cell without using mouse? Can, no problem. For example, okay, for example, Shatira, let's say just now we have C2, right? You can also type C2, no problem. Okay, as long as you know which cell you want to use. Okay, so next question. Irina say, hi, sorry, can you repeat this again? Okay, let me repeat this one. So this one is for the left function, right? The D2 left. Okay, left is when you want to extract, okay, something from the left side. Okay, starting from left side. Okay, so now we want to extract the staff code. We want to extract the first two characters, which are the initial. So the function will be left. C2 is the text we want to extract. Then the 2 means the two characters starting from the left, which is PW. Okay. Okay, next question. This from Yue Feng. May I know what should we do next after we highlight row to what you should do next? Okay, for the flash fill. After we highlight row, okay, so when you want to do flash fill, right, actually you don't need to highlight. Okay, for example, you go to D2, right? You can just go to D2, the bottom right, when they have a black plus sign, you can just double click. Okay. Then for the next step, okay, just follow me, then I will let you know what to do, yeah? So Jamie, in C2, instead I want PW, can I want the middle character? Can. Okay, that one will come later. All right. Okay, so now we'll go to the left, right? Now, what if you want the right side, which is the you want the last two number, right? Which is for Paula William is 12, 13, 12, 10, 14, 12, 14. Okay, can you go to the column F, right? So just now we are extracting from the left. Okay, now we want something to start from the right side. Then of course the function is right. Okay, right. Then same text. Okay, from the right side, two character. Okay, two character. Then you can see all these things, okay, it will extract the last two character because you're extracting from the right side. Okay, this is left and right. Okay, I think shouldn't be a big issue. If you understood left, then you can understand the right. So just now a question, okay, can we want something in the middle? Of course can. Okay, you want something from the left, something from the right, of course you can have something in the middle. Okay, that is where we are going to column E. Okay, column E, okay, you can do this after me. So column E, we are going to extract the number in between. Okay, which for example, for this one, Paula Williams, we're going to extract in between is 1, 4, 5, 6, 4, 3, 5. Okay, so go to column E. For left side, the function is left. For right side, the function is right. So for middle, yes. Okay, you guess it right. It's mid, but not middle. Okay, mid. All right, so you want, which one you want to extract from is from C2. Okay, so you want to extract the number in between, right? Okay, so may I get the answer from you? The first number, right, which is number 1, right? Okay, in the entire cell, which position is the number 1? P is position 1. W is position 2. Yes, correct. So you want to start from the third position, which is the number 1. Here you can see the guidelines say the start number. Okay, you want to start from the third position, which is the 1. Then the next question is, how many characters? Okay, how many characters? Okay, so all of the staff code have the same format. How many numbers they have in the middle? Yes, the answer is 7. Correct. Okay, the answer is 7. Okay, let me repeat. Middle, then C2. C2 is which cell you want to extract from. 3. 3 is the start number, the starting position, which is the third position. Okay, then the last number is 7. 7 means how many characters, okay, starting from the third position you want to extract. So you want 7. So when you enter, okay, then you do the flash fill, then you get it. Okay, so can we do for initial, code, and joy year? Let's go. Okay, any question? Feel free.
Mr. Tan.
Yes.
So if we want to get the characters until to the end,
Yep.
so there will be 10 characters.
If you want until the end.
Yes,
Is it?
until
Okay.
the dash 12. Yes.
Okay, then you can use the right. You can use the right because you are going to have something exactly from the right side, right? Okay, then you can have the right function, which means this C2, okay, can you count for me, okay, from the right side, from the 12, right, until the 1, okay, which means 1, 4, 5, 6, 4, 3, 5, dash 1, 2. How many characters are there?
From 12 to
Yeah, you want something from PW, the one, right? You don't want PW, right?
yeah.
You want something
Mm-hmm.
starting from 1, right? Okay, can you count for me from the 1 until the last character? After, I mean the 1, 4, 5, 6, 4, 3, 5, dash 1, 2. How many characters?
10.
10 characters. Okay, so here you can use the right function because you are getting something starting from the right side. Okay, you can do right C2. So instead of 2 characters, now you want 10 characters. Okay, you can see what I'm doing on the screen, right? 10 characters, then enter. Then you can get 1, 4, 5, 6, 4, 3, 5, dash 1, 2. Because you are getting something to start from the right side. Okay? If you
Okay.
are getting something to start from the left side, then left. If you're getting something to start exactly from the right side, then use the right function. Unless you're getting something from the middle, then you have to cut. Okay? Okay, so from Ashraf, what if the sorry, let me read the question in the chat box. What if the C5 to C8 have 9 number character instead of 7 as C2 to C4? Okay, F instead of 7. We cannot use flash. Okay, so for Ashraf, yes, this one is about you have to know whether the staff could have the same number of characters or not. Okay. If the number is not the same, then we will have another advanced function for that. Okay, which you need to find, okay, which you need to have a lot of functions combined together to do that. Okay, and for that, we are not going to cover today. Okay, because it's quite advanced. It will take some basic understanding to do that. If there is no dash, now there is a space. How many characters then? Okay, just how Jamie asked if there's no character. Let's for example, okay, this one. Okay, I'll go to C10. Okay, how to know? Okay, how to know in a cell, right? Actually, how many characters are there? You can use equal to LEN, which is the length. Okay, you can find the length of the cell. This is 12, right? So what if? Okay, so the question just now is that here, if I find the length of this, it will be, okay, it will be 10. So the question from Jamie is, what if it is a space and it's not a dash? Okay, so this is what Jamie is asking, right? Okay, so can we get the answer? The answer is still 10. Why 10? Because a space is also a character. All right. So I hope this answer Jamie's question. So there's also 10 character, yeah? Okay, so here introducing you another function, the length, okay, which you can use it to identify how many characters are there. Okay. All right, so for the next one. Okay, the next one, okay, we are done with the intro, the code, the join here. And now we're gonna have the new staff code, right? The new staff code. Okay, the new staff code, we want to combine the character. Okay, combine the character, meaning to say we want to combine, let's say, okay, let's say I want to combine, I want to have the code first, then the initial. Okay, what I'm going to do, two methods. Okay, the first method is equal, there's one function called concat. Okay, concat actually means concatenates. Okay, concat, then you want to combine. Okay, let's say you want to combine the code first, then comma the initial, which is E2, then D2. Right, you close the bracket, then you can see it will combine the code, then at the back it will be the initial. Okay, this is concat. The another method is you can use, okay, the operator, okay, which is the AND operator. Let's say the code E3 and D3. Let's see. Okay, this is the what I call as the operator, okay, to combine the text. So you can use either the concat, okay, or you can use the AND operator. Okay, so you concat or AND operator, they just flash through it. Okay. Then you will have both of the cell combined. All right, so this, I believe, not a big issue, concat. All right, so until this step, if you are all clear, okay, no issues, okay, please give me a number 8. Okay, good.
Mr. Tan.
Yes. Yes.
So from the two rows, there are two different formulas. So if we press the black
plus, is it? Yes, your question?
the black plus icon, different formulas.
Okay, so normally we'll just use one formula. So you can choose which one you want to use, then you flash through it. Shouldn't be an issue. Okay, just now I just want to show you two different methods, right? You can choose one. You can choose one, then you use that one to flash fill.
Okay, so we can
Yeah. For example, right, just now you use concat
only
for
choose one for
flash fill. Yes. Okay,
formula
flash.
for in the one column. Okay.
Yeah, because flash fill means you want to fill in something in a very flash speed, right? So we will use the same formula. Can you please repeat the second method for flash fill, which is the highlight method? Okay, there is no highlight method. Okay, flash fill, for example, just now. Okay, so just now G2, right? G2 already, I'm using the concat. So if you go to G2 at the bottom right, okay, at the bottom right, that is a plus sign. Either you double click or you have to drag down. Okay, drag down, or drag up. Okay, drag down, drag up. Okay, you drag. So normally we use double click because some Excel file that have a lot of rows, right? We don't know when is the ending. So we will use the double click so that it will flash through until the end. Okay, if you use the drag one, no issues as well. Okay, for example, this one only few rows, you can drag, no worries. Okay, no worries. Thank you so much for the question. Okay, so I think all good. So now let's go for the fifth one, right? Fifth one. Actually, their names, they are
Oh,
duplicate
Mr. Tan, I just realized for my question,
Yeah.
just to the one formula
Yep.
that we flash fill.
Mm-hmm. Is there any question on that?
Yes. Sorry if the internet
Okay. So you missed the
if the
answer?
internet status. For my question, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I found the answer for my question. I just tried it.
Yep.
Even if we put
I think your line is breaking, is
two
it?
different formulas in the column,
Mm-hmm.
when
Mm-hmm.
we formula,
I think your line is breaking. Which one are you referring to? Okay, so maybe come back to that later. Right. So now for us, we'll go to the fifth one. So we're going to remove the duplicates, right, for the salesperson in column A. So column A, you can see Paula Williams, also there's a Kim Duncan. All right, so now we are going to remove, okay, the duplicates because we do want the same records, right? Okay, so the question is, okay, the question to all of us, Kim Duncan and Kim Duncan, are these two named exactly the same person? What do you think? Same, right? Okay, same person. Okay, next questions. Paula Williams, the first Paula Williams and the last Paula Williams, do you think they're the same person? Okay, the answer is no, right? So how do we remove the duplicate correctly? Because sometimes we might have the exact same name, right? Okay, in Malaysia, there's a lot of same name, right? We do want to remove the duplicate just based on the name. Okay, so how to remove it? Okay, you can just click anywhere on the data, right? Then you can just go to the top one. Okay, there's a data tab. Okay, do you see the data tab there? Okay, data tab. Okay, you see what I do first, yeah? Data tab. Then on the right side, there's a data tools. Then there is one called remove duplicate. Okay, you click on the remove duplicate. Okay, then you will see this table. All right, it will highlight the table for you because it actually knows which data set you're referring to. Okay, so to delete duplicate values, select one or more columns that contain duplicate. Okay, so now it actually highlight everything. Okay, meaning to say you want to check every column. If every column is the same, then only remove. Okay, then it is actually not effective because here we have the sales number, right? The sales number is and the commission number is not the same. So you want to unselect all. Then now maybe you want to remove, okay, based on the name. And what else you can use to identify whether they are the same person? Okay, perhaps. Okay, the staff code. Yes, thank you so much. Okay, the staff code. So you want to identify whether they are the salesperson, whether they are the same person by using the name and the staff code. Okay, then you can just click OK. Okay, then you will say one duplicate value found and remove 6 unique value remain. Okay, you can see that Kim Duncan, one of them have been removed because they're exactly the same. Okay, for Paula Williams, both of them remain because they are the two different person. Okay, so can you try to do it? Right. The remove duplicate will be in the data tab. Under data tools, there is one icon called remove duplicate. Okay. All right, so now it's close to 1 p.m. So let me just clarify with the Excel Academy. Is it okay for me to continue, or maybe you want to have some other session? Okay, we continue. Okay. So if you are actually finishing your lunch hour and you have to leave, then perhaps you may already be able to leave, right? Is that okay? Excel Academy, Kunalin, Nafis. Okay, so if you are still having your time, okay, then we can continue just a bit more. Okay, just a bit more. Okay, we can resume. All right, so for the remove duplicate, any other issues? Good, eh? Okay, then we will continue. Okay, then the next one is to split the salesperson name. Okay, we're at 6, yeah? Number 6, split the salesperson name to first name and last name. Okay, first name and last name, meaning to say now we have Paula Williams, okay, Ranger Carey, Kim Duncan, Duncan Zin, Jordan Sham, Paula Williams. Again, so you want to split it to 2 different column. So here what you can do is that we are not going to do it manually, okay, but we want to do something called the text to column. Okay, text to column meaning to say that you want to split, okay, the text, okay. Let's say that the set of 2 texts, you want to split the text to next column. Okay, so for this one, when you split the text to next column, right, you will need another empty column for it. So insert the empty column, okay, after column A. All right. Okay, sorry. Okay, so which cell you want to do split? Okay, so you want to do from A2 to A7. Okay, A2 to A7. Then same thing under data. Then you can go to data tools. It will be having one text to column. Okay, text to column. Then just click next. All right, here it will ask you how to determine which should go to the next column. Okay, so the delimiter will be a space instead. Okay, not a tab. Okay, let's say for example, Paula, then a space. So the space will be the one to identify it will go to the next column. Okay, just click next. Then you will see the preview here. Then just click finish. Now you can see that it is split to 2 different columns. Okay, Paula and Williams, and the same to the other rows. Okay, so you can do this for text to column. If you need me to repeat, just let me know.
Mr. Tan, can you repeat where to click?
Yeah, sure. So just now you have already highlighted, right? Highlighted already, A2 to A7.
Okay.
Then you can go to the data tab. Are you in the data tab?
Yeah.
Then can you see text to column on the right side? Almost on the right side.
I see. Okay.
Text to column.
Right.
Okay, then just go to next. Okay, then you choose the space. The space meaning to say is to identify, it will go to the next column. Then just click next. Okay, then this is a preview, then finish. Okay, do you have the same thing?
Oh, I have will uh same name for all the rows.
Same name for all the rows. Okay, can you please Control Z? Okay, undo.
So, and in salesperson column also I have the same name.
Okay, so I think you have accidentally done something different, right? I think just now for the salesperson. Okay, but doesn't matter. Okay, as long as now you know how to split it to different column.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no problem now. Okay, because the name now doesn't really matter for now. Okay, just want to split it to different column. Okay, done. So this is how we do the text to column. Okay, so this doesn't matter, but maybe you want to limit like first name, last name, right? But this doesn't matter for now. But if you want to rename it, no issues. Okay, so I will go to the next. If there's no issue, if there's any issue, just anytime let me know. All right, now we are going to the next one, which is to rename. Okay, rename the male to M and female to F. Okay, male to M, female to F. All right, for example, here, okay, we are going to use the find and replace. Okay, find and replace. Okay, so find and replace means to say I want to replace a certain word, okay, to another word. Okay, so can we go Control F? Okay, when you do Control F, it will trigger a dialog box called find and replace. Okay, now you do not only want to find, but you want to replace. Okay, it will ask you find what? Okay, you may want to type male. Okay, replace with what? Okay, then you type M because I want all the male, okay, to replace with just single character M. Okay, so if you do this and you replace all, it say all done, we make 6 replacement. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so what happened to the gender column? Can you see the gender column? What happened to it is that for female, okay, because female also have the word male, right? So the male inside the female also changed to M. Okay, also change to M. So that's not exactly what we want to do. So how to make sure that it doesn't affect, okay, it doesn't affect any other words that contain the word male? Then you have to take one box, which is to match entire cell content. We need to say the entire cell must be male, then only you change. Okay, so replace all. Okay, then you can see in the gender column. Okay, in the gender column, the female is not affected. Okay, so same thing, go to female. Okay, you want to change to F. Okay, match entire cell content, replace all. Okay, so now we have the male and female. All right, you can do this after me. All right, done. Okay, easy, yeah? Easy peasy. Okay, instead of using Ctrl F, can we use this function by clicking icon in Excel? Okay. So let me also tell you guys this, right? So for example, okay. Okay, so for example, right, if you are not sure, because sometimes we have too many icons on Excel, right? If you're not sure what to do and how to find the icon, you can use the search bar on the top, right? So let's say you want to find and replace. Okay, or replace, find, replace. Okay, that is icon. Okay, that is icon, but we do not want to remember what the icon is. Okay, so you can just use a search bar and then you can just find anything you want to do. Okay, then let's go to the next one. Okay, the next one is validate the data. Okay, validate the data for gender, so they accept only M and F. Okay, so this one, because we want to make sure that the data is clean and it is accurate, is consistent. So we don't want other data like suddenly there's another character A, B, C or something like that. Okay, so we want M and F only. So what you can do is that for this row, okay, for this one, okay, or you can just uh highlight entire column. Okay, so how do you want to validate? Okay, how do you want to validate? Okay, so for example, oh, I forgot where the validate icon is. Then you can just type in a search bar, right? Validate. Okay, validation. Okay, validation. Okay, so it say validation criteria allow any value. No, we don't allow any value. Okay, we want to allow a list of value. Okay, a list of value. So what is the list of the value? Okay, here you can put in, okay, you can put in what are the value that you want to accept. For example, you want to accept M, comma, F. Okay, then you just click OK. Okay, then in column C, in every cell, you can see there are only two, which is M and F, and F only. So if we, let's say, for example, I hand it T, right? Then I do put A, right? Then it will say the value doesn't match the restrictions. Okay, so what we can do with this one is that we can ensure that there is no outlier. Okay, there's no funny data. Okay, so this is for validation. Okay, so I will go back to this one. You can go do the validation. Okay, then the dialog box is also on the screen. You can try to do it for column C. Okay, if you are done, you can just tell me done. Then I can proceed to the next one. What is my version of Excel from Jamie? It should be 2021. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, what is the purpose of valid data? Yeah, like what I said that if you want to make sure that when next time when you are going to enter the data, right, there is no funny data, right? Let's say, for example, you want only male and female, then somebody just type ABC inside it. Okay, then you want to make sure that ABC is not valid because when we analyze the data, okay, when we analyze data, then it will not have some funny data. Can we add, okay, Najiha, if you want to add more lists, then we can add more in the data validation. Yes. Okay, yes, correct. Okay, so let's say, for example, right, if you don't want to put manually like this, okay, for example, you can create, okay, you can create something. Okay, for example, cancer vision. Okay, let's say there's a list for M and F, right? For example, okay, for example, you want to do validation, okay, validation. If you don't want to manually type in the option, you can actually highlight, okay? Can you see that? M and F, highlight it. M and F is where I have in A9, A10. So this is a list of option as well. You can also do this. In the allowed box got other option, what are they for? Which one? Let me see. Allowed. Okay, this one is to allow, okay, maybe for example, like what kind of data format you want. Okay, so for example, you only allow whole number. If that is decimal, then it doesn't allow. Okay, so for example, this cell only accept dates. Any other than date, it doesn't allow. Okay, so this is what it is for. So in this session, we're just going to cover the list, okay? Because very limited time. Okay. Right, so last two, right? We have let's try to finish this up. So last two is that you can see that on the right side, right? The Jan commission, February commission, and March commission. Okay, there is actually empty cells, right? For Jan, okay, January, February, and March. Okay, there's actually nothing. Okay, there's nothing there. So for example, if you want to put in you want to tell people that there's nothing there. Okay, people might be wondering, why this empty? Okay, so instead of putting empty, okay, some people put zero. Okay, if you don't want to put zero, you want to say, oh, maybe just not available, or not applicable. Okay, so what do you do is that, okay, you don't want to find the empty cell one by one, right? So of course you want to let Excel do the work. Okay, find the empty cell for you. So for example, home. Okay, you can go to home, then you can go to find and select. Okay, find and select. So what you want to select is that go to special. Okay, go to special means to say that you want the Excel to direct you to somewhere. Okay, go to special, go to the blanks. Okay, which means that you want them to show you which one is the blank cell. Okay, so can you see that it highlighted in gray color? Everything is blank cell. Okay, of course, you do want to, okay, I can see, okay, everyone is blank cell. So now you just want to know what are the blank cell in your data set. Okay, so make sure that you highlight. Okay, find and select. Go to special. Okay, and blank. Then you can see, okay, then you can see that there are 3 blank cells. Okay, 3 blank cells, and you want to put NA. For example, all these 3 cells, you want to put NA. So what you do is that, okay, again, let me just highlight this table. Find and select, go to special, blank. Okay, let's say you want to put NA. You just put NA. Okay, but it doesn't input NA in every cell like this. You have to press Control, Enter. Okay, Control, Enter. Then only, because it already highlighted the empty cell for you. So if you put Control, Enter, then it will input the NA for every highlighted cell. Okay, maybe you can try first.
Mr. Tan, I want to ask.
Yes.
You know when you press whole table to
Mm-hmm.
find to go to special,
Yep.
the column P is not highlighted gray. What does that mean? Even though it is blank?
Column B, when I
Uh,
column B,
P1.
P1. P,
Yes, only P1.
P1, is it?
Yes.
Do you highlight P1 as well?
No.
Oh,
Before that, you press the whole table
yep,
to go to special,
yep.
and then except for P1, it does not highlight gray.
P1,
Why is that?
uh,
Yes.
okay. So it will only highlight if I highlight this one. I did not highlight P1, right?
No. I mean, when we just go to special without highlighting our
Okay.
filter
Let's
table.
see. Let's see. I will go one more time. Go to special, blank. No, it is actually
Yeah.
also highlighted. It's just that now you actually, P1 is the first one they found. Okay, so the first one they found is actually also being highlighted, just that they are concerned that you're going to type something that if you see it's actually the border is actually highlighted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's actually highlighted. It's just that there's a first blank cell they found.
I see. Okay.
Right? All right.
All right.
Okay. Right, guys. So last but not least, okay, last but not least, right? So when you have input and A here, then on the right side you can see that's arrow. Okay, there's value arrow here. It's because actually this is supposed to be a formula. Okay, a formula which you want to find, you're going to find the commission like 5% from the sales. But then because that this is NA is a text, right? You cannot put input of, I mean, you cannot find numbers from a text. That's why it gives you a value arrow. So in this case, like, oh, I do want this value arrow because it looks ugly, right? And it will affect my analysis. So what do you do is that you can use the if arrow. Okay, for example, I go to K2. K2 is that I use if arrow. Okay, meaning to say if there's arrow, what do you say instead of giving me the value arrow? Okay, so if arrow, meaning to say that if there's no arrow, then you just proceed with the calculation. If there's arrow, for example, you can just put me the text NA. Okay, then when you press enter, for K2, there's no arrow, okay, because there's number. But when you actually flash through it, then you can see that for K6, okay, because it cannot calculate from a text, right? It's an arrow. So I don't want it to give me the arrow like this. Okay, I want you to show me just an A. Okay, so this apply to the same for column M and column O. Okay, so I will show you the formula if arrow. Okay, and this is the last instruction in the workbook, right? And it will conclude our lesson for today. Okay, so if you are done with everything, okay, just give me a good, okay, have to put the double quotation, yes, because it will which one? Have arrow. If arrow is it? Okay, if arrow, okay, if arrow is a function, okay, to actually tell Excel what I want to see, okay, if it happens to be an arrow. Okay, instead of showing me error message, okay, maybe I want to input another word. For example, here, so if error, meaning to say the first one, if no error, what do you do? Okay, proceed with calculation, no worries. But then if there's error, I want to see the text NA. Okay, like this. Why we use 0.05? Okay, 0.05 is the percentage. Okay, because the com meaning to say commission. So this 0.05 is 5% from the 17,000. So it's 0.05. Yeah. There's no specific meaning on the number, just a random percentage. Okay, so if you are done with everything, no issues, okay, just give me a good. How do you drag to the right? Okay, that is, you cannot drag to the right because you can also drag to right if that is, you want to copy the formula, just like how you drag down. Okay, but here you cannot drag to the right because it's different month commission. Okay, so this is the end of the session. So I hope you guys so I have to do one by one. Yes. Correct. All right. So that concludes the lesson for today. I hope you guys enjoy the session, and I shall see you soon in the future. Okay, enjoy your day and have a great weekend ahead.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for great sharing, sir.
All right. No worries.
Okay, let me it is our new upcoming courses, huh? For upcoming courses for public training June, we are promoting Chan, GPT and AI tools, Mastery, Microsoft Excel, Intermediate Advanced Level, Digital Marketing Professional, Canva Design Bootcamp, Microsoft Excel, Data Analytics and Visualization, AI tool for content creation and marketing, Canva Design Bootcamp for July onwards, AI tool for content creation and marketing, Digital Marketing Masterclass, SEO and SEM, Microsoft Excel Basic Level, Microsoft Excel Intermediate and Advanced Level, Microsoft Power BI Advanced Dashboard Reporting, and Microsoft Power BI Mastering Data for Transformation. If anyone is interested on all these courses, you may contact Excel Academy. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ryan. Okay, see you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you, Excel Academy, and thank you, Mr. Tan.
Welcome. You're welcome. See you again. Bye-bye.
Bye.